I'm having right now. That is why when I read the works and wonders Malala did, I need to think twice and reflect about the things I've done, taken granted of, and overlooked. Being a kid who is living in a peaceful area of the Philippines, there are many things I've disregarded and ignored, and one of them is terrorism. The sad thing is, it is rampant in the country, especially in the southern part. Many news that is delivered to the north part are only secondary, and sometimes news from social media, especially the stories. These news usually came from our age group, the teenagers. At some point, it has given us an idea of the point of views of different teenagers in different places. Some views are helpful to understand deeply the concerns, while others just type the bridge that doesn't analyze both sides of the situation and fully their ideas into it. Thus, I am really thankful for people who let unaware citizens like me who understand fully the situation, and at the same time who wants to educate people who are ignorant, being biased on their ideals and sides.
The story of Malala's life reminded me of how lucky I am to be part of a university which provides the necessities of learning, and all I gotta do is study. Also, it reminded me of how great God's grace in saving people's life in order for them to share their advocacy and to share their life experiences in order for them to inspire more people around the world.
Seeing how Malala fought for equality and freedom is truly inspiring. It made me realize what the true potential of the Filipino youth can be. She started a movement from pain, and it turned into this huge thing where other people gets motivated too. Think about if thousands of us did what Malala did, we could really make a difference. There will be a lot of us commenting or even posting in social media saying how they hate the terrorists and they blurt out things that make them seem like a hero. But actually, those are just words. There's no action. We need to make a difference. The Filipino youth is the next leaders of this country, and we should be an example for the next generation.
Malala is a perfect example of how a teenager should act and think. Personally, if I were in her shoes, I would not do the same thing. Simply because I always rant about school, and I wish school to be cancelled at some dates. But after watching her video, I was enlightened. I realized that education is very important to us, and helping makes this world a better place to live in. And about this terrorism, it is very evident nowadays. We encounter them every day. And I realized that some teenagers are really making a move. They are influencing others not to do these things. And personally, as a teenager, I want to be like them. I want to be like Malala, even in the simplest ways.
In the video that I just watched, Malala shows me that age doesn't matter in influencing people. And I too can make a change. Malala also inspired me because there are times that I want the class to become suspended because there are loads of homework and quizzes that I need to finish. Looking at how small my problem was compared to Malala, it gives me the motivation to work 10 times as hard in studying. And as a youth, experiencing the same kind of threats with terrorism, I think it is good to share insights, but at least know your facts before showing it in the social media. That's all. Thank you.
As I watch the teens react to Malala Yousafzai, I realized that education is very important. Through education, we can obtain the right information. That you cannot identify a terrorist based on their looks, religions, and beliefs. Recently, in our country, we experienced terrorism, just like what happened in Mindanao a few months ago. For me, it is very important to spread awareness what terrorism is and how to mitigate it. Social media is a platform where I can spread awareness about mitigating the effects of terrorism by sharing videos and posting advocacies on how to stop or lessen the effect of terrorism. Even with this simple step, I believe that I can contribute to lessening the threats of terrorism here in our country.
Knowing about the story of Malala pushes the youth to promote the rights we have as individuals, such as the right to education, to be protected, and to have the freedom of expression. The youth must learn to respect the differing opinions, practices, and traditions of various cultural groups around the world. There is no need to openly judge or criticize what different individuals stand for. As what they say, we are the hope of future generations.
Sad that up to the 21st century, women are so marginalized. I'm a converted Muslim, and it's very disappointing how the Taliban misused and misinterpreted the religion because Islam is the religion of peace. On a positive note, what Malala did by being a voice for 57 million out-of-school children is beyond inspiring. At 16, she was able to leave mark in history, and at 17, she was awarded a Nobel Prize. It left me in awe that I'm re-evaluating my life, but in a good way. The line that struck me was when she said that one child, one teacher, one pen, and one book could change the world. I will always be wondering where she got this strong disposition to stand up for millions of people. Aside from inspiring me to stand up for what I believe in, she also made me realize how privileged I am to have education without even asking for it. And I hope equality will someday be achieved. Our country is equally threatened with terrorism, and I think as youth I can help mitigate the effects of it by first educating myself as to why these things happen, second is disseminating reliable information via social media, and third is actively participating in the community I live in and suggesting ways on how to create a safer environment.
I realized while watching the video that not everyone have the same privilege as we do. There are still some parts in the world, like in Pakistan, that refuse teenage girls like Malala the right for education. Malala was shot in the head for trying to speak up about this issue. Yet, she managed to survive it and still continues to raise awareness for everyone. This act of braveness gives you more hope for humanity, and it gives you more courage to do more right in the world.
I think that Malala is the perfect epitome of the bravery and strength that the youth of today should have. She have fought for things that I personally wouldn't have the guts to do so. Without her, I think that her community would still be deeper in despair. As a Filipino youth present amidst all of these issues and negativities brought by both the people and the government, I think that it's very important to just give empathy and support to those who are in need instead of attacking opposing parties and engaging in debates full of fallacies in social media.
Youth can either mitigate or aggravate a certain issue or occurrence, special that they have the voice. We have the voice. All I can say is that for us to be able to mitigate the effects of these threats and not to aggravate it, we should know how to use our voices wisely. More than that, we should avoid spreading fake news about it or creating inane jokes about terrorism. Instead of such, we should be trying to stop those threats from becoming a reality. We should be brave enough to stand with what we believe in no matter what it takes, just like what Malala did. Let us be one with our nation in strengthening its resistance against terrorism threats or terrorism itself. Let us become the better humans and encourage others to do so.